Good morning and welcome to another week in Math and Society. I've posted, I know it's a little late, it was hidden, sorry about that. I posted the statistics collecting and describing data unit, and I'm going to do the first lecture today for that. I'm going to open that up. So if you open that block, you'll see that we look at statistics. We have quite a variety of outcomes. We have 3 outcomes for collecting data that you're analyzing, what's called a sample. We'll learn the difference between a whole population and a sample, and how to analyze the difference between a study and an experiment. And then we'll talk about how we describe data when you get data from study or experiment, and how to evaluate that and make some conclusions about the information that has been gathered. So there's 3 different readings here. There's a collecting data, there's a describing data part A, really, and then there's a describing data part B, or 1 and 2. So there's really 3 different readings. This is a longer unit, putting together the collecting and describing data. Now there's also there's an online stats calculator that you'll be using for the 3rd part, the normal distribution material that we'll be learning. And there's also a bunch of videos for all of those things. That's also in the, those are some of the resources. So today will be the first lecture, and then there'll be a lecture tomorrow. There's no lecture on Thursday. I'll be traveling that day. I will be in the Math Center, but early. I'll be there from 10 to 11 on Thursday, so not my normal 11:30 time. I'll be lecturing on Friday from 11:30 to 12:30, and then Monday and Tuesday. And that'll be the last lecture, the 5th, the November 23rd. Monday, November 29th, I'll be in the Math Center again, because that's when your last assignment is due. I'll be there. And if you want me to do another lecture on something, I'd be happy to, or just answer questions. So there's several assignments. There's a collecting data assignment. That's an exercise set like homework. There's 2 parts to describing data. Part 1, which is pretty simple statistics, and then part 2, which is a little more complicated statistics. And then there'll only be 1 written assignment for that. That's a fairly short assignment. It's 4 questions, but there's several parts to each of those questions. And then there's a quiz. And actually, the quiz is due on the Tuesday after we get back from Thanksgiving, and the written assignment is due Wednesday. So that will be the last assignment on Thursday, and Friday those will be just review days for you. Nothing new, and then the final will be after that. So there's a full week between Thanksgiving and then finals. Okay, so let's take a look at just a little closer look at the assignments. There's a collecting data assignment. There's a describing data exercise set 1 and exercise set part 2. Then there's the written assignment, and there's a describing data skills quiz. And again, on all the skills quiz, you get a couple pages of notes, so hopefully that will have some good definitions, maybe some explanations about reminding you what to do when you use the online calculator. And by the way, I'll just open up the exercises here. That on these 3rd set of exercises, I want you to see that when you go through these, you'll see there's an online stats calculator. There's also a video how to use the stats calculator. So the video and the calculator, video and how to use it. So you click here. Here's the first problem, and you see there's the video and there's the calculator. On every question you'll have that available. The video is available. The same on the quiz. The online stats calculator will be there available for every problem, and there's going to be videos on how to use that online stats calculator for each of those problems as well. Okay, so right now, if you let's go back up here and look at there's assignments. There's also resources, the texts online you can open in the block. You can also Okay, so there's the recommended reading and text and videos for the data collection. There's the text for the describing data. This is going to be mean, median, mode, and what's called the 5-number summary. And pretty simple stuff. Median, and then what are called quartiles, which are really the medians in the top and the bottom half of a set of data. And then there's textbook and examples for the describing data material, and videos. Again, here's the video on how to use the online stats calculator, and there's the connection, the link to the online stats calculator, and then more videos. Now, of course, you know I always have videos on many of the problems so that you have an example right there that you can follow. And there's additional videos for backup if you're not sure. So, lots of resources. Again, I'm available typically at 11:30 in the Math Center. Regularly, I'll be there. You can use the Math Center. You can also text me and meet me online. A number of people have been doing that, and that's wonderful. Anyway, I think that's about everything for this last unit is on statistics, collecting data and describing data. Okay, hope to see you in the Math Center in the next few weeks, next couple weeks. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.